So, I've just arrived in the Netherlands again. Let's go from the beginning. It has been the most memorable part of my life, this whole trip to Italy for like 1 week. And in a week a lot can happen. And that's what I realized when doing this trip. I went to Italy for 7 days and I've traveled all across the northern part of Italy with like more than 15 cities combined that I visited in that period. Some crazy statistics, I don't even know what, but I will put it in the video. I felt the need to share it with you because I've made just such nice videos, and normally I would keep it by myself, but I needed to have a purpose in doing this little trip. For the people who want to go to Italy as well, just know that such a trip like me is possible within 1 or 2 weeks. I've experienced it all, I've seen it all, not a lot, but it doesn't matter. I hope you will all like the mini documentary trip that I've made. So I will stop talking now and you do the viewing. So here we go, let's start the video.
Dear passengers, welcome aboard to the Intercity train. We've just set off from Swell Central Station and are now heading towards our first stop at Utrecht Central Station. From then on, we will make our way to Eindhoven.
I've just arrived at the airport, and what better way to arrive than to have nachos as dinner. After a slight 1 hour delay, it was time for me to head to the plane. I'm getting way too excited for this. And we're in Milan now. But because of the delay, I've exceeded my pickup deadline, so that completely messes up my plans for the first day. So that means I got to sleep at the airport. And how? Welcome to my world. Sirmione, one of the most popular sites on Lake Garda, filled with tourists who want to see the historic nature of this little town. And it's got everything you need in order for you to stay hydrated and still your appetite. Enjoy the beautiful view of the famous Rocca Scaligera, a fortress built in the 13th century and one of Italy's best preserved castles. And if you're like me, you can enjoy pure Italian culture by eating ice cream at Icini. And you definitely pay for what you get, because the scoops of ice you get are huge. And if you're here, fancy looking around the area too. Because the more detailed you look around, the more beautiful Sirmione gets. Talking about the drone shows though, best investment ever. It's time for me to go to my stay at Hotel Lucia in Tremosine. I already planned to eat at Bogliacco in Gardiano, but the owner advised me to eat at the hotel because it was getting dark. Just a couple of drone shots and then I'll go and see if it's really as good as it looks. Just wow. So one last seafood pasta and a refreshing Radler beer before heading to bed. Already excited for what's to come tomorrow. And another good morning from a sunny Lake Garda. Day 2 has arrived and we have a lot to travel, so bring on the food. They had a gym too, so I couldn't resist doing a little workout session. On holiday mode I always like to do a full upper body workout, so I decided to go for dumbbell curls, flies, ab crunches and a bench press for that total good looking pump. Oh nee! And we've arrived at the Riva del Garda. Just look at this view. It makes it even more stunning with the people sailing and beach lounging in the distance. Apart from the beach and the view, there's not a lot to do or see, but if you're close by, it is worth visiting. Even took some cantuccinis as well from my hotel. After a 2-hour drive, we reached Verona, with the most iconic site being the Arena of Verona. History, food, nature, and art. Verona has it all. It's definitely one of the most favorite places I visited during this trip, so better put this one on your go-to list. Thank you! The Piazza dell'Erbe, a go-to spot if you want to see a market. Don't worry about missing it, because this place has a market on a daily basis.
weet jij hoe laat het is? Ja, tijd voor cannabis. Hey, weet jij hoe laat het is?
No, it's not Miami, it's Venice. Nicknamed as La Serenissima, built on an archipelago of 118 small islands connected by over 400 bridges and a huge network of canals. By far my most favorite place in Italy. I went for tagliata di picanha with potatoes and spinach at Osteria Santa Ponale. It's not the cheapest, but you realize it's worth the money when you take that first bite. And you know it's good when it makes you this happy. Prepare yourself for gaining weight, because Italy has way too much legendary snacks to try out. You can find these cannolis everywhere here. I chose pistachio, but I think hazelnut would be a better option if I could choose again. Time to head to bed at Sa Beatrice and be fit again for tomorrow. That's one I'm gonna buy for my mom. Yeah. Gracias. Oh my god.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Voglio fare una bella canzone che mi porti 1 milione sul tuo mondo, così non ci penso più, poi andrò anche in pensione.
Yes, Bologna, capital of the Emilia-Romagna region and home of the oldest existing university in the world in continuous operation. Now we're inside the San Petronio, the most dominating site at the Piazza Maggiore. I mainly came here because of this place, La Prosciutteria. I wanted to taste real fresh Parma ham, so I chose the best-selling chopping board for under 16 euros. It has different types of cold cuts, croutons and cheeses, so there's plenty of stuff to fill your guts. It doesn't taste that special to go to this place again, but it was fine nevertheless. I could just get the same in my own country. Conclusion, Piazza Maggiore was the highlight, but I've seen enough to not visit this place again.
I sleep like a baby. I never show up late for work. Think of you all the time. Bara sitter hier alsnog. Ja, als ik terugkom in de tijd, dan wel met jou. Ik heb je zo lang niet gezien, hoe is het nou?
After having slept like 4 hours, what better way is there to start it off than to swim in the most luxurious pool that I've made use of. What the f*** is my life, man? First you kiss the girl you accidentally start to fall in love with, and 6 hours later you discover your rental car without a fucking rear window. And they even took the bag you saw me buying in Venice for 40 fucking euros. Welcome to Florence. One thing to say, make sure to walk across the Ponte Vecchio as well. It's filled with jewelry stores who mainly sell golden jewelry. Big recommendation, get yourself a lampredotto. Good for your mood too. Day 5 again. After an extremely chaotic Saturday, I feel blessed to have found the right hotel for me to get some peace. So as soon as the pool was opened, I was there to fully make use of all the facilities.
Can't be better.
After that, it's time to jump in my brand new rental car. If only it was meant to happen. But no, back to reality. Now I look at city center. To my surprise, there was an orchestra marching through the city, so I made use of that situation to capture it. I'll let you listen to the rest. Such a small city, but so special in its own way. When you're there, the most special place to visit will be the Piazza dell'Anfiteatro. In the center, it's a square filled with souvenir shops and restaurants, so I'd highly advise you to spend your lunchtime here. I would recommend this place to everyone who wants to go to Italy. Pisa, home of that lanky tower and the birthplace of Galileo. And for the people who wonder if it's really that crooked, it has a 4-degree lean angle. Still not as lanky as my car. I tried to push the tower myself, but it didn't work like that, so I just pretended it was the most breathtaking sight I've ever seen. I did like it though. From Pisa we head to my next stay in Portofino with this masterpiece of a graphic. After I found the start of the route, it became clear to me that the owner wasn't messing around by telling me it's a long uphill walk. After the thought of this being the worst decision I've ever made, my thoughts completely turned around when I saw the bigger picture. Just look at it! How stunning is this? And only for 99 euros next to Portofino? It's giving impossible vibes, bruv. Having dragged almost 30 kilos of luggage by hand, I was soaked and ready to use a shower and to prepare for my visit in La Spezia. Genoa. Didn't expect it to look like such a big city, to be honest. It looks completely different out of all the places I visited, so that makes it so special as well. Also great that Genoa invests in raising awareness for sexual assault to women. It's got one of the highest rates of sexual assault here because of the infinite amount of tiny alleys. You got to see the harbor here too. They have some of the largest cruise ships parked here. It also amazes me how many people drive scooters here in general. In some places they outnumber the amount of cars with ease. Unfortunately, I didn't get the chance to explore the funiculars, but it was time to head to Milan for a 3-hour drive. Once settled, I went to eat at this pasta restaurant where they make it all fresh, so I went with the classic pasta carbonara. Once finished, I went to my hotel to finally head to bed. Turns out I didn't, and I regret it. But it's a new day with new chances. So let's get the adventure started in Milan. So, that was already the end of the video. Hope you like it, and I hope you would realize what I meant by it being the most memorable trip of my life. A lot of good memories, a lot of bad memories as well. But don't let the bad memories ruin your whole trip. That's what I've learned. Like, things can happen, but yeah, it's just life. You need to move on. So I did move on, and I just created more memories after that. Thank you all for watching. Hope you liked it. And maybe in the future I will make another video like this. I will visit Egypt and California as well. For now, I would wish you a very nice day. And till the next video, like and subscribe as well. And peace.